Wow is all I could say. It's my opening comments for today's vlog. I witnessed something last night that was just stupendous. I'm going to lack for words, actually. As a lighting guy, I'm a lighting designer, lighting director, have been most of my life, and really into photography and travel and, you know, phenomenon and just unique things and nature and everything tied together last night. It was, you know, your social streams, I'm sure, were full of images of pink and green aurora borealises that happened last night, and I guess it's supposed to happen again tonight. My first tip-off to what was going on was, you know, I'm here running around a spotty cell service around the Olympic Peninsula, and I decided to just pop into Twitter, see what was going on, make sure the world wasn't on fire. And all I saw were these images that were coming from Europe. They said, well, the first one I saw was the Mount Eiger and the Jungfrau with this pink glow all over the white snow. And I've been there before. It's an amazing area in Switzerland. And I was like, wow. And then the more posts I read, I guess it was happening all over Europe. And they, you know, get night before we do here in the States. So I was like, wow. So I started looking a little deeper, and, you know, it was on the mainstream media. They were talking about how this huge magnetic or geomagnetic storm was happening, and there's a really good chance we were going to see the aurora here where I was, or where I am. So I went to this place called Rialto Beach, which was full of, I mean, first of all, it was pitch dark, except for like a little crescent moon providing a little bit of lighting. So I was jumping all over these huge trees, driftwood. When I say driftwood, I'm talking about 3 to 4 foot diameter logs, climbing all over them, and actually was using them and the root systems that were there as frames or as subjects, silhouetted subjects. I did all sorts of things. I bracketed, I did some time lapse, or did some interval timer stuff. Anyway, I am heading to Mount Rainier now, that area. First thing I'm going to do is drive down the coast as much as I can here, enjoy the amazing scenery as I leave this area, and hopefully I'll catch some northern lights over Mount Rainier. That's the goal for the end of the day. We'll see if it happens. But as always, I'm really looking forward to the day unfolding and enjoying the journey.
Touristy and, well, it's honestly, it's
Yeah,
a little dirty.
that's fun.
But yeah, yours have
This place is called Ruby Beach. I'm gonna hike down there. Look at that little mountains looking rock out there. So cool. I find myself perched above, I think they call it beach number 4, a little bit south of Ruby Beach, Olympic National Park, coast of Washington. I keep reliving in my mind the experience last night of capturing this color. And knowing that it's going to happen probably again tonight is pretty exciting. I could stay here in this area, although most of the hotels are packed by now. But I'm heading over to Mount Rainier. I want to try to experience it a little differently. I'm hoping to find maybe a lake or a river that I can get the aurora reflection in, frame it a bit differently, maybe. Well, I have visions. Should probably get there early to try to scout some locations, actually. So I'm heading that way, but I'm stopping at these little beaches along the way. I think I'd like to explore this coast a little bit more next time I come out this way. This 101, I think it is, cuts in just south of where I'm heading, and then to get back over, it's kind of like a one-way road, it looks like, that you can explore the rest of the coast. But last time I was in Astoria, there's a bridge, and Astoria is in Oregon. And if you go over that bridge, that'll take you to another part of the coast, which is more, it's not really the national park, it's another beautiful part. Anyway, traffic incoming. Oh my god, look at the windshield, dude. You can't use that video. What a disaster. This camera should be on the outside of the car. Again, I haven't been a pillar of information on this trip, but I'll maybe try to share some visuals here in this video. I think this is more of a personal experience, a recollection, a documenting of a personal journey than, here's 5 tips on how to see Olympic National Park. All right, let's keep driving south. All right, going to give you a quick update here. I haven't recorded that much today. Got checked into a hotel. If I had to do this over again, I wouldn't have checked into the hotel where I checked into. A little bit far of a way of, I think it's in a place called Packwood. If I had to do it over again, I really would have tried to stay at the hotel up here at Paradise, or the other one that's, I can't remember whether they were too expensive or sold out. But there's another town called Ashwood, which is, again, it's another 45 minutes away. I'm at the top of the mountain here. I'm by Paradise Inn, and I hung out here for about an hour and a half, shot some stars, shot the couple of different ways, shooting mountains up here. And I'm getting really cold. I'm not prepared as far as the gloves go and the hat and the whole bit. I might stop. There's a couple of pull-offs here and analyze the sky again, but so far there's no aurora action. But I got some cool shots, I think. A couple of cool shots of the mountain. Again, if I had to do this over again, I probably would have stayed. There's some cabins that are right outside of the main gate that were pretty reasonable. I should have stayed there. So I don't even know if this is the end of this vlog or it's going to be, I don't know. So if this is an ending, I'll just end it with a couple of the shots that I did get and apologize for a lame day. It's just been a day of driving, really. I think it's going to be hard to top what I experienced last night. There's a lot of cars coming up here. I didn't listen to the news. Maybe this aurora is supposed to be really late. And if it is, there's still a couple of places for me to pull off. I think I'll actually get a better shot of the mountain. I think. Worst case, I'll shoot it from the hotel. I'll frame something. I'll find something to frame it. Anyway, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. This is crazy driving, and there's snowbanks everywhere. That's it. I'll see you in the next one. As always, more on all this later.